Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. The stakes have been raised here in the wild card round as it's time to win or get an early start on the offseason. It's the Broncos going up against the Chiefs. The fans are bundled up. It's a cold one at Arrowhead Stadium as we send you out to Kansas City and hook up with our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, thank you very much. The snow and the cold, it has not deterred the KC faithful. The parking lot was full early. The barbecue smoker's going, and we are about set for football here on EA Sports. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Detroit!
Here comes the D swarming to the line.
No, check, Patriot! No, check, Patriot!
They come out here in the eye.
Green, 39!
Right there. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And certainly a key cog in this offensive wheel is Jeremy Maclin.
You've just got to find ways to get him the ball, whether you put him in the slot or put him out on the perimeter.
Second down following the incompletion.
All right, here we go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long.
We got four. Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Green.
Looking to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
When we talk about Aqib Talib, technique is not the word that comes to mind, but don't worry about that. This guy anticipates as well as anyone in the league, and he did just that, picking off another pass.
And Denver getting set to take the field. Following the interception here, Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Allen Bailey in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Rivers now on second down. A dump off to Anderson. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Give him 6 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on third and long. Throwing Rivers. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. The rookie fifth-rounder Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. The dive unsuccessful. The big fella can't pick it up. And now here comes Kansas City. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. It's just...
He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 70 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13.
3 down. Hey, check. 380. 53's the mic. 53, check.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. The offense on your screen now, and our first look at C.J. Anderson.
And what a look it's going to be, making a name for himself rapidly running the football.
Alert. 380.
3rd and long for Rivers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and that brings up 4th down.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this ball is going to be touched down just shy of midfield. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
Hey, we got 4. Got 4 down. Let's go. Green, 39.
And they'll run it here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And here's a look at the defense for Denver.
Brandon Marshall, no, not the wide receiver, a quality linebacker who can cover very well.
Hey, 4 down.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now a handoff here to his running back. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd.
Hey, here we go now. Green, 39. Green, 39. Detroit. Alert 3. Watch it, Barney. 19.
And the play clock's running down. Now back to throw. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
He's not exactly had a banner start to this game. We're still in the 1st quarter. He's already thrown an interception, and that should have been the 2nd one.
He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Rivers to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. First down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game. And I think they have to be happy with the result.
The first down throw here for Rivers. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now a second down throw for Rivers. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner, but where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
They're set up to throw. He's got nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So a fumble on second down. They're able to maintain possession, brings up third. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Detroit! Detroit!
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. He'll look to throw. And he gets it to a former Bronco, Jacob Tamme. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked out at about the 3-yard line. And now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They start the drive with Anderson. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. And a glance now at the Chiefs' defense.
Justin Houston is truly one of the elite pass rushers in the league. Knows how to get to the quarterback with a variety of moves.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike. Let's go. Watch safety creep.
Second down, Rivers. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
And the offense facing a 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The 13 yards that time of the first. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On 1st and 10, Rivers. Then the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders.
Protect yourself, baby.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. In the backfield is Anderson. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
But there's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
Rivers now on 2nd down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations, so he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Ready, watch 15. Watch it now, Barney.
Rivers now to throw on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Check 83,
They'll throw again. Rivers backing up. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Emmanuel Sanders, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Broncos are an extra point away from taking the lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Tyreek Hill on the return. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Over! Hey, watch the ship. All right, here we go. Blue, landed.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Looking to throw. Going for the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm.
Two times.
And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way.
54, right there.
He'll look to throw. Deep drop. Looking left side. That's caught by Macklin. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy could be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a first down for him, too.
Yeah, the defense definitely showing blitz here. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And Tammy with it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Here we go now. 3-19.
Back to throw now on first down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Darian Stewart. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Following the interception here, Rivers. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
2nd down now after the pass completion.
Watch tight end. Key him. Key the tight end. Hey, Delta! All right, here we go. 380! Hey, Rocket! Quick whip. Watch the whip.
From the gun, Rivers. He goes underneath for Anderson. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Check 24.
A first down throw here for Rivers. Going up top. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They come out here in the eye. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll go as a loss of 5. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
Now let's go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he's got room. Picked off by the free safety, Darian Stewart. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And a great spot to start this drive from here. First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And a nifty little deke juke spin move. Not a great deal there on the back end, but a nice gain still.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Now a second down throw for Rivers. His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now here comes Kansas City. Very tough spot here for the offense to start.
Detroit! Blue Lightning! Blue Lightning! Let's go, baby! Let's go! Watch him now, Barney! Detroit! All right, here.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
On offense, the guy that you want to have the best eyes on the field are your quarterbacks, so you can see everything pre-snap, and then, of course, as the play develops. On defense, oftentimes it's the linebacker, and on this play, his eyes took him right to the ball, and he made a nice tackle.
Watch him now, Blue Lightning! Blue Lightning! Mike's 54.
They'll set up to throw. Surveying the field. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Jeremy Macklin, the intended receiver. And now it's third down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up a fourth down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And Sanders now to return. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And possession will change here with very little time remaining until halftime. And Denver getting set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go back to the air here after the INT. Looking deep for Demarius. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And now here comes Kansas City. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And got his man complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Hey, we got three. Let's go. Green, 39. Green.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to let it go again. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in it, and let him swing another one.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. On 1st and 10, Rivers. Going right side here, and that's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll give the Broncos a first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They come up in an offset eye. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
From the red zone now, Rivers. That is caught inside the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Well, it's one thing to complete that pass on a nice sunny 70-degree day, but in these elements, that's a tough thing to do.
It is, and let's just put the whole thing together, not just throwing the ball. Trying to protect the quarterback now when you got the pass rushers coming at you and maybe things are a little slippery on the field. The guys trying to cover downfield, wanting to make sure they keep their footing as the guys make their cuts. Looking back and locating the ball, you name it, it's difficult all the way around. But the guy throwing it, he may have the toughest task.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line now. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert?
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Their big tight end from 3 yards out. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that.
And now here is another interception. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. And out come the Chiefs now. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Here we go now.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Wolfe in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And they're definitely showing blitz here. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Kelsey out in the slot right. They'll set up a throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Out of the gun now on third down. And he's got his man. That's Macklin. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
Right there, 54 Mike.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And this one caught by Travis Kelsey. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
5 yards left for the offense. It's second down. They'll look to throw again. Incomplete. This is Albert Wilson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Green, 39.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Hey, we got to Blue 90! Blue 90! Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. Leopard!
And the D looking like they may blitz. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Finding time. And now another one thrown incomplete. So it's 4th down, and the Chiefs called on their kicker, Cairo Santos, for the field goal try. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll air it out deep. He's got a man. Complete. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 36 yards.
So let's go ahead and add to the difficulties of guys trying to cover receivers. They got to deal with speed, shiftiness, all of that stuff. But how about when they have height and length and deep downfield? You throw the ball up in the air. That's how they uncover at the end of a route, by being able to go up over the top and make a big catch.
They pitch it out to Anderson. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
There are so many times during camp and practice that you get bored as a player doing regular drills. But how about that shed and skate drill right there by the linebacker? You do it each and every day. Get the blocker away and get into the backfield and make a big-time tackle. That's what we just saw.
Thomas, the lone receiver, left. 2nd down, Rivers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
On 3rd down, Rivers. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, They really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6. So they're going to go for 2.
Single. Key 26. Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. Who that?
They'll try and throw for it. And this is caught. Jeremy Maclin. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So the Broncos coming out now. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. We're back now in KC. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th.
Watch left. Stop right there. Set, 380. Hey, Delta. Watch the twist.
Rivers now on 2nd down. Over the middle, it's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Handoff comes to Anderson. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
2nd down following the run.
Hey, Delta!
From the gun, Rivers. He's got his man on the crossing route. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Watch left. Tight end to the left,
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, But what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Three down. Gun. Gun. Get high, baby. Get up.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. Kelsey out in the slot right. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
No.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
All right, here we go.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Now that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
Has that changed in a big way? The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
And this one's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Jacob Tammy, there. And it's 3rd down. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Kelsey out in the slot right.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Green.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Time starting to run out here in the 4th. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory.
Green, 39. Green.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
And the seemingly endless drive continues.
Lucky 56. Kill. Gun. Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target, and it's 4th down.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
And such a close game, a very big one. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got time. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. And Denver getting set to take the field. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
On 2nd down, Anderson. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now 3rd down, less than a yard. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
We got 3. We got 3. We got 3. 53's the must.
Rivers. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They'll come out in the pistol.
180. 4.
They run it again with Anderson. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Here's Rivers. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I'm not quite sure how he wasn't able to hold on to that one in the end zone. A great opportunity lost, but a lot of relief for the defensive guys. When they get into film next week, they're going to want to know what happened. Where was the breakdown that almost allowed a touchdown?
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for Denver. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got the stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Again, Anderson. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. Their season ends here, a tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.